Good day, my beloved learners. I hope you are all safe from this pandemic. Please always follow the safe and health protocol to avoid this COVID-19 virus. Remember to wear face mask, face shield, and keep physical distancing of about 1 meter. Today we will talk about the parts and functions of microscope. The following are the things that you will learn in this video. First is to identify the three main parts of a compound microscope. The first main part is being shown in the picture at the right side, which is for support, while the second one is for regulating light. And the third main part of microscope is for focusing the image. Also, you will know the different parts comprising those three main parts of our microscope. The second objective you will learn in the video is you are going to describe the function or functions of each part of our microscope. And the last one, you are going to label the different parts of our microscope. But before we that, let us define first what is microscope. Let's search for its definition. A microscope is a tool which can help you see tiny objects or tiny living organisms, and it comprises of three major parts based on their function. The first one is for magnifying. The second one is for illuminating. And the last one is for its mechanical. So we will talk all those three main parts one by one. Let's start with the mechanical parts. Mechanical part is the part of the compound microscope that is used to support and adjust other parts. So the following are the parts of it. First, we have the body tube. We have the coarse adjustment knob. We have the fine adjustment knob. We have the stage. We have the stage clip. This one that is being pointed by a red arrow. Then we have the inclination joint, the base, and lastly we have the arm. The following are the parts of the mechanical part of our microscope. The second main part of our microscope is the illuminating part. This part of the microscope is the one that supplies light and regulates light towards the focus of our specimen. Its first part is the diaphragm. That is one that can be seen under our stage. And second, we have the mirror. So these two parts are the main part of our illuminating parts of microscope. And the last one, we have the magnifying part. It is the part of a microscope that the specimen is being focused to become more visible. Its first part is the eyepiece. Then we have the objective lens. Objective lens has four different types. Number one is the scanner. Number two, we have the low power objective. Number three, we have the high power objective. And number four, we have the oil immersion objective. Now that we have already known the different parts of microscope, we will discuss the function or functions of each part. First, we have the eyepiece. An eyepiece is a lens that is attached to our body tube so that you can observe our specimen. In this part also of the microscope, the observer will observe the specimen. Next, we have the body tube. It is a tube that separates the objective and the eyepiece and assumes the movement or the alignment of our optics. Third, we have the coarse adjustment knob. It allows the use It allows the movement of the tube or the body tube either going upward or downward. It depends on how you will observe our specimen. Next, we have the fine adjustment knob. It is used to bring the specimen into sharp focus under low power and is used for all focusing when using the high power objective. Then we have the revolving nose piece. This revolving nose piece is the one that holds our objective lenses. The scanner, the low power objective, the high power objective, and the oil immersion objective. Then we have the arm. It is a curved shape that supports the body tube and it is for grasping and holding the microscope while transporting. Then we have the objective lens. Objective lens gathers light from the specimen, which is focused to produce its images or the image. An objective lens has four types. The first one is the scanner. Scanner has 4 times magnification, getting your bearings right before moving onto the low power lenses. So, meaning you will use scanner first before going to our low power objective to be able to see the right position on what part of the specimen you are trying to observe. The second one is the low power objective. It usually magnifies the image up to 10 to 20 times. This objective is very useful for viewing specimen that is very fine. Then the third one is the high power objective. It magnifies the image up to 40 times. So it is very ideal to use this one when you are going to observe very fine detail, like for example observing in bacteria, cells, and many more. And lastly, we have the oil immersion objective. It magnifies 100 times. So when you are going to observe a very tiny organisms, this one is the right one. You can achieve a clear image of it by immersing the objective lens and the specimen in a transparent oil of high refractive index, thereby increasing the numerical aperture of the objective lens, producing a clear image of our specimen, even if it is very tiny organism. The next one is the stage. A stage is a flat surface where the mounted slide is being placed. Then we have the inclination joint. It helps us to incline the microscope for more comfortable viewing. Depends on the position that you are comfortable while observing our specimen. Next, we have the stage clip. It holds the glass slide in place. This one being pointed by a red arrow. Then we have the base. It provides support to our microscope. We have also the diaphragm. It allows or controls the amount of light passes through our object so that we can observe the specimen with the right amount of light. Then we have the mirror. It allows the light to pass through our microscope so that we can observe our specimen. Now that you have already known the different parts and function of our microscope, it is the right time to label or identify those parts. So now let's begin with this one. What do you call this part of microscope that can be seen at the uppermost, being pointed by a red arrow? We call it as the eyepiece. How about this one? It is the one that connects the eyepiece and the objective lenses. It is the body tube. How about this one? It allows the movement of the tube upward or downward. The coarse adjustment knob. How about this one? It is responsible in holding our objective lenses. It is the revolving nose piece. How about this one? It is used to bring the specimen into sharp focus. The fine adjustment knob. How about this one? Responsible in observing the specimen. Has 4 different types. The objective lens. So, the number 1 is called as the scanner. The number 2 is called as the low power objective. The number 3 is the high power objective. And number 4 it is the oil immersion objective. How about this one? A curved shape that supports the body tube and used for grasping while transporting our microscope is called as the arm. How about this one? The one that holds the glass slide in place is called as the stage clip. Okay, very good. This one. How about this one? Called as the stage. A flat surface where the mounted slide is being placed. What is one? The one that regulates or controls the amount of light passing to our microscope is called as the diaphragm. What is one? It provides support to our entire microscope. It's called as the base. And lastly, we have the one that allows the light to pass through. It's called as the mirror. Okay, now that you have already known the different parts and function of microscope, I think you are ready on how to use this one on our activity. God bless everyone. Have a good day.